Salams and welcome. Thank you for joining me in another episode of the Quran in English, the basics for beginners. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, in the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Surah 4, verse number 105. We have sent down to you the book in truth, that you might judge between men as guided by Allah. So, be not used as an advocate by those who betray their trust, but seek the forgiveness of Allah, for Allah is oft forgiving, most merciful. Allah is Ghafur Rahim. Contend not on behalf of such as betray their own souls, for Allah loves not one given to perfidy and crime. They may hide their crimes from people, but they cannot hide them from Allah, seeing that He is in their midst when they plot by night in words that He cannot approve. And Allah does compass round all that they do. This is a warning for governments of the world, and politicians all over the world, and criminals all over the world. Whoever you are, if you are a criminal and you are hiding your crimes, and you are having secret meetings in the middle of the night, you have locked all the doors, you are making sure all the cell phones are outside, no one can record or listen to what you are doing, or maybe you have gone down into a deep underground nuclear bunker, totally soundproof. No one can listen to the secret conversations that the world leaders are doing with their evil, that they want to manipulate and control the world with global domination. They think that no one is listening to their plotting and the evil that they are planning. But God is with them. Allah is with them. And whether it is the government in our country, South Africa, or the government in Namibia or Rhodesia or in Zambia or in Zimbabwe or in Malawi or Mozambique or in Kenya or in Nairobi or in any part of Africa, Morocco or Africa or in Asia or in Australia or in America or in South America or in North America, in Canada, Britain, Europe, Russia, Ukraine, China, Japan, Korea, it does not matter where you are. Governments of the world are sometimes filled with criminals among their elements. There are criminals in our own government, as there are criminals in other governments on the African continent and across the world. And these criminals think that they are very intelligent. They take bribery, they are doing their own conspiracies to enrich themselves and their families. And they are hiding their assets and they are embezzling monies in overseas tax-free havens, and they think nobody knows about it, and meanwhile they are very rich and their families are very rich, and they have meanwhile harmed the community or the country which they are supposed to help. And they are involved in tenderpreneurs and corruption in tenders, corruption in fixing up the potholes, corruption in construction, corruption in prepaid electricity meters, corruption in the water supply, corruption in local government and in mayors and in premiers and in members, the honorable members of parliament. So if you are a criminal in government, or if you are part of a criminal network in civil society, and if you think no one knows about your crimes, be absolutely guaranteed that on the day of judgment, your crimes will be made available to all the world to see, and that will be a day of shame and humiliation for you and your family will run away from you with disgust that this is what you pretended to be. And if for some people, they will be caught during their time on earth because then the judiciary or the justice system will catch up with you. But those people, whether it is some people are serial murderers and serial rapists, there are so many cold cases throughout the world. You see so many movies on serial crime or people who got away with their crime, and maybe 50 or 60 years later, with the latest DNA technology, they managed to find, oh, you know what, that person was actually a serial rapist or a serial murderer, but he died and he never suffered for his crimes. No, he's going to get caught on the day of judgment. So if anyone think that they can fool God, you're making a very big mistake. You cannot fool God. God is closer to you than your jugular vein and your carotid arteries. So they may hide their crimes from people. You may succeed in hiding it from people, but they cannot hide them from God. You cannot hide them from Allah, seeing that He is in their midst. God doesn't go away. He's everywhere, whether you like it or not. God is there with you in parliament. God is there with you in Congress. God is there with you in your royal palace when they plot by night in words that He cannot approve. And God does compass around all that they do. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all around the evil people. These are the sort of people on whose behalf you may contend in this world. But who will contend with Allah on their behalf on the day of judgment? Or who will carry their affairs through? There they'll have no celebrity lawyers to help them out. Their money is not going to help them. The number of golds they scored is not going to help them. The fact that they won Oscars and Academy Awards and the Best Musician Awards, that's not going to help them. The fact that they were the best movie producers in the world, that's not going to help them one bit. They can be the most famous actor or actress in the world, that's not going to help them one iota on the day of judgment. If anyone does evil or wrongs his own soul, but afterwards seeks Allah's forgiveness, he will find Allah oft forgiving, most merciful. God most merciful is Ghafurur Rahim. Allah is Ghafurur Rahim. Join me in the next episode as we continue with Surah An-Nisa. Alhamdulillah.